Okay. So we know it's really cold, so all the rest of the speakers have agreed to speak for less than a minute now, so we can get through it a bit quicker. Thank you so much, by the way, for sticking around. Like, it means so much to us. Up next is Ellen Murr, one of the factory girls and the voice of the cost of living crisis campaign. So welcome, Ellen.
Hello, folks. Hello, folks. It's a pleasure to be here today. It is an honour to be speaking to you on International Women's Day, and I wish I had nothing but happy news to you. But we all know, sadly, reality that is simply non-existent. The murders of good women like Ashley Murphy, 23-year-old teacher from Tullamore, Brianna Gray, a 16-year-old trans girl in Cheshire, things like this should not be happening. We need to stick together and keep together and stay safe. Doesn't matter if you're straight, you're gay, you're trans. You are entitled to be on this world. You're God's child. You're entitled to be here.
Thank you so much, Ellen. So up next we've got Kelly Roberts, who's going to do some spoken word for us. So welcome, Kelly, to the stage.
Thank you. I'll keep it short, I'll not keep these. It's just a poem about the woman that paved the way for us creatives out here. An ode to she who came before me, Wolf and Sappho, Giovanni and Angeline. Lavender thread connects us all, push pins and pictures with the names above scroll. Interlinked with collective bonds, women's words standing test of time, felt by fingers of adolescent poems. Not shoes to fell, but prints to guide, their voices echo in my mind. Plath and Ratch, Jackson and Morrison poured themselves across the pages, sits gently on the lips, eyes closed to savour the verses. Store them away in a chest cabinet, swallow portion whole and hard, imbibe of the elixir preserved and permanent. Insatiable thirst, quenched with the written works, spread to my fingers, hoping they seep through to paper.
Thank you. Thank you. And up next is Ellen McVeigh from Stop Street Harassment.
Hi everyone, thanks for sticking around. Bye. So everyone, I guess, is aware that our theme is violence against women and girls. I'm sure when you think of violence against women and girls, there's names that pop up in your head. It might be ones that made the headlines like Natalie McNally or Aisling Murphy, but it might also be ones that didn't. It could be your friends or sisters or even yourself. While the most shocking and horrific stories always make the news, there's also the ones that go unspoken. The everyday violence that we all experience. Violence that's felt even more keenly by the most vulnerable women. Some of whom we're hearing from today: disabled women, trans women, women of colour. It's catcalling, it's wolf whistling, it's inappropriate remarks, it's being grabbed on a night out or followed home, it's being met with harassment when trying to access abortion services. The kind of day-to-day violence that doesn't make the news and might even seem too boring to tell your friends. But we all know that every time we're made to feel unsafe on the streets, or at work, or on a night out, or at an abortion clinic, we worry that we might be the next woman to make the headlines. While the threat of violence is also violence, we'll keep marching together on the streets until everyone feels safe to walk on them alone.
Thank you. Up next is Beverly Viola Taylor Simpson, mother, feminist, nurse, human rights activist, and trade union activist.
Hello, thanks for coming. It's very cold, and everyone know I come from a warm country, so I don't fit in well. But it shows our commitment. What is the strength of a woman? How do you measure your strength? I look across there and I see 4 students from Fall College that has taken it up the challenge through Sophia to support violence against women and girls. They are committed. That's how we measure our strength, by empowering our young girls and women at home so they develop our communities. Stronger women, stronger communities. Stronger women, stronger economy, because they're out there working and they're contributing taxes, and they're helping our health services, and they raise strong children that will stand up for themselves against violence, that will stand up against discrimination and harassment. It's not acceptable. We refuse to engage with men that are violent against women. And as we remember our other sisters across the world that are not as privileged as we are, they are suppressed, they can't go to school. Our fight is with them. It's with the underprivileged and with those that are not empowered. We will empower them in the best way we can. Strength to us as women.
Thank you so much. Up next is Grady Morgan from Alliance for Choice Derry.
Hiya. I'm also going to be brief. And really, I suppose what I wanted to say was that 35 years ago, as Anita mentioned earlier, we marched the same route, and then we were marching against strip searching. And we were told that that was a really divisive issue, and we shouldn't have done that because we were going to divide the women's movement. And our response was that an injury to one is an injury to all, and that if we were allowing the state to take away the rights of any group of people, whatever differences politically we might have had with them, and we did have big political differences, that was eventually going to injure us all. And I am really proud that we in Alliance for Choice take exactly that same position today, that we understand that if our migrant sisters or brothers, our trans siblings, whoever it is that's being attacked in the media, and my God, I never thought I'd be thinking of Gary Lineker as a hero, but I sure am today, that if they're being attacked, then we're all being attacked, and that all of our rights are undermined by it. And we understand that violence against women isn't just the physical violence that results in femicide every day of the week, but also the violence of the housing crisis, the violence of welfare reform, the benefit cap, particularly the violence of the two-child policy, which tells women, poor women, how many kids that they can have. We recognise all of these things as violence against women, and we fight for them as we fight for access to abortion services. We've come a long way in the 35 years since we first marched that route, and we've made huge advances as an inclusive and militant women's movement, and I hope to see us continuing that for the next 35 years. Thanks.
Thank you so much. And you should be happy to know that we're finishing now with Mel Bradley, who's doing some spoken word for us.
I am not going to lie, folks, this is 3 minutes. We've all done it, drunk or sober, that late night call to a friend. Hey babe, it's just me. I'm on my way home and I thought I'd give you a call. Is that alright? It always is, because we know the unspoken fear that if something should happen, at least a friend will hear. We plan our routes with street lighting, strategize our existence, keep clamp between fingers held stiffly in pockets. Earphones in but no music on. Hairspray, not pepper spray, or we might get done for trying to protect ourselves. We're told to stay alert, be on guard, don't be alone. Tell someone where you're going, let someone know when you get home. My daughter sends me a message. Can I call you? I'm walking home from college and it's kind of late. It's kind of dark. It's only half an hour, but with the pace, I can't text. I thought the company would be nice. She asks me this on a day when a young woman is murdered in broad daylight, and collectively we as women are desperately trying to evaluate. Truth is, it's only 13% of all femicides committed in Ireland that are committed by strangers. The rest are men we will know. Sitting in a bar, a male friend claims boldly that rape culture doesn't exist. It's a figment of our imagination. Thinks backing it up by spouting the names of third-wave feminists that I'll never read will give him credit. I ask him, when there's more likelihood of a conviction for shoplifting than a caution for rape, when legal eyes have moved from what dress she was wearing to her underwear intent, when the PSNI are handing out leaflets telling us that being drunk is asking for it, what kind of culture does he think we live in? What kind of culture does he think we are living in then. In March 2017, women from 56 countries across the globe came together. We went on strike, took to public spaces to demand an end to violence against women and girls. We spoke publicly of all these things. The later that year, the Me Too movement happened, and suddenly women everywhere were sharing their experiences loudly. Men started asking questions. Instead of what can I do, how can I help, it was, how will I know if it's okay to compliment a woman in a bar? Over and over again, we hear she did everything she should have. Why are we the only ones who have to check ourselves on how we behave? Stop murdering us. Stop destroying us. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Mel. Sophia just wants to close up with a few words.
Thanks everybody for coming. I just wanted to give a big shout out to our stall up at the back. We have some amazing artists, including Jess and Jada, who's an amazing activist. She's only 13, and they made some leaflets to give out, so I'd really appreciate it if you visited them before you leave. I know it's recent, but again, thanks so much. Please visit the stall. Happy National Day.
We have biscuits over there too, if that encourages anybody.